Good evening, everyone. It is October 24th, 2023, and we have had yet another low volume, kind of crappy session on the S&P. The Russell was able it didn't make new lows, but once again, rejecting that prior low of the year from back in March. And the Q's able to gain a little bit more ground, but again, low volume. And the Dow, where are you? Yeah, the Dow just kind of hanging on in there. Nothing really notable either way. We did have Microsoft and Google earnings after the bell. Just seeing if I have a chart for that for you guys. Here we go. We should be able to see that. There we go. External trading hours. This is Microsoft. You can see they did quite well, had a nice little ramp there. Google, on the other hand, not doing so well. I think some of their cloud business stuff didn't do so great, and falling 6.5%, I think. Intraday, where is my intraday chart? Here we go. Ugh, get rid of that. What do we have today? Well, we were moving up on decent breadth. I think the breadth was something like, 1,500 stocks up on the day or something like that. And I was expecting some sort of choppy grind up, but this was really choppy. These are 5-minute candlesticks, and we spent pretty much almost the entire initial balance kind of chopping around here in this, whatever it is, kind of 15-point range on the ES. We were able to take out yesterday's high and kind of this pullback high from Friday, but no follow through. Throughout the day, what we were seeing was, throw this up on another chart. Here we go. I want to hide the drawings. There we go. Ignore all these squiggly lines and stuff. Just pay attention to the volume here. What we were seeing repeatedly were these heavy sell volumes. You can see down here at 945, lighter green volume, heavy sell volume, light green, weak pullback, volume dying off into the middle of the day, kind of these light volumes as we're trying to break out, no follow through. Then it's a high volume sell. Again, weak bids, and then high volume selling. So throughout the day, what we were seeing were sellers kept trying to get engaged during kind of this first hour or so, just not really getting anywhere. And then it ended up being a lack of participation from buyers. It wasn't really sellers hammering on this thing at the highs. It was more so just a lack of initiative from the buyers. Eventually, we were able to get down to, kind of yesterday's value area low, last week's low kind of thing, whatever. And we got covering into the close. We're able to reclaim the IB low, the open, and all that stuff, and we managed to close around the highs. But nothing has really changed to me structurally. We're still kind of stuck in this balance, if you want to call it, from whatever this is, 425-ish on the SPY, to about last week's low. We're just kind of chopping around in this area here, this $3.5, $4 range. So tomorrow, I expect another. I think we'll be able to break out of this range, but I'm not going to look for any big moves. Tomorrow, we do have new home sales at 10 a.m., Powell at the close, and I think we have Meta, Amazon, maybe Apple earnings after the bell as well. So I think in general we're going to have a session of waiting for those earnings. We've had a contraction of range so far in these 2 days, and that's what I was saying last week or on Sunday or Saturday, whatever it was that I was expecting us to have a more contracted volatility week after such a huge sell-off last week. And so far, we're getting that. I thought, it'd be pretty quiet until Thursday, until this GDP event. And my opinion hasn't really changed here. We're reclaiming that September low on the SPY. The Qs did a good job running that low, and they're moving back up. The Russell needs to get back over that prior low of year, 167.46. once we do that, we should be able to start moving upwards. So for tomorrow, what I'm going to be watching is I want to see, can we reclaim this number on the Russell, and is the SPY able to break out of these highs? I I'm biased a little bit to the upside. We've had a tight range today, relatively. The initial balance was incredibly small. On the ES, I think it was 20 points or something. That's very small. Our 20-day average is 25 points. I think yesterday or something was 40 some points. So we had a small range, meaning the value area is small. So it shouldn't take much for price to get into discovery, if you want to call it that. I think I monkeyed with some levels and stuff, but honestly, nothing's really changing too much from this. This is pretty much the exact same that it's going to stay. Only thing being now that we have the T+2 open below us, we'll have the prior days open possibly below us when we open up tomorrow, and we'll be trading above all that sort of structure, whereas below all of it was above us. Settlement highs, all that sort of crap is lining up right around here, and overall, I think we're setting up for a break upwards. So, and if we do, same number I've been talking about since the weekly outlook, I think we come down to something like the halfback of last week's range, so 429-ish, or that prior Monday's low. So somewhere around here is where I'll be looking for us to get up into. Does it happen tomorrow? Does that take until Thursday or Friday? I've got no clue. I don't really think there's any value in post any levels or some stuff like that. I think nothing's really changed. I'm going to be looking to see, can the overnight take out the RTH high? Can it take out the value area high? Are we able to hold above? I don't know. Here's a chart of it. Are we able to hold above? Give me a 30-minute chart here. This looks like something here. 59, 65-ish. Yeah, 55-ish. Are we able to hold above that? Something around there, 55 to 60. That's productive in my opinion. If the overnight can hold above kind of 55 to 65, that's productive in my opinion. Can we break through this 75-ish number we had? Easier to see it on the 5-minute. This level here, can we break above that? Okay. If we open above all that, I'm going to be biased for this, taking out the RTH high. That was after hours during the earnings stuff. Can we take out 83s and all this stuff, and can we get into 4,300-ish, let's call it. Anyway, I'm rambling. Hope that makes sense. Hope that helps. There'll be an update to this at the open. Have a great night and trade safe.